Good morning. Welcome to Monday Moments with Fran. I hope you are well today and that you enjoyed your weekend. Often, when we are people who have vision, goals, and aspirations, we always speak about looking in the direction you're going, look straight ahead, look towards that thing. But actually, there are times when it is really, really important and quite necessary to actually look back, to reflect on the past, to reflect on things you've been through and things you've experienced, but with the intentionality to appreciate, acknowledge, and be thankful for your journey. Looking back with regret and upset is kind of a waste of time. When you look back with, wow, look at where I'm coming from, it is really, really inspiring. You can be your own inspiration. Have you ever been through a situation and you're like, how am I going to get through this? What on earth is the outcome going to be? Where's the money going to come from? Where's the resources going to come from? How am I going to deal with this? And before you know it, you actually do find a way to overcome it. Good morning. So the reason we're looking back is to remember, reflect, and be thankful for the opportunity. When I left home to go to university, I went through the clearing process. And so I actually had nowhere to live when I first started my course. And I moved in with this beautiful, Christian family that a new friend was staying with. They let me, sleep in one of their spare rooms. And, a week later, I had accommodation, so it's just remembering and reflecting that answers do come, that provision is made and changes do happen. One of the things that I like to do a lot is journal. And sometimes I'll also journal prayers, I'll journal things that I want to happen. And at the beginning of the year, I have a look back at the last year and I tick off where I have seen answers to prayer and changes and things happening. And it is incredible because we have this amazing ability to forget, which works well sometimes, but we don't want to forget the great things. We don't want to forget the good things. We don't want to forget exactly some parts of our journey because it reminds us, and it is an excellent way to glorify God. In the Old Testament, when the children of Israel were on their journey and they perhaps had a victory, God gave them the ability to overcome their enemies, he'd often say, build a memorial or take stones and put it in a particular brook or put it somewhere as a reminder and as a point to look back and say it was at this point that God delivered us, that God made a way for us. And so I think in our lives as well, we can be doing that, particularly if things are tough right now, particularly if you're in a season of transition and change, or you just have not got a clue what is happening in your life. Take a look back, look at your journey, look at, even from when you were little, look at the things that have happened in your life and how you've been safeguarded and protected. I was reflecting that when I was younger, my parents told me that I actually ate air freshener, and I had to go and have my stomach pumped at the hospital. And thankfully, I'm none the worse off for it. But something as simple as childhood accidents and injuries, we are still alive, and that is a blessing. There was another time when my parents used to live, they had a really steep back garden, and I think I was one of those quite adventurous children. So I was on my little bike and I went down the hill and went straight into a brick wall. I managed to crack my head, and I've still actually got a tiny little scar from cracking my head open. But still, nothing worse happened. I didn't die from it. I'm still here. So, there are so many things that you've been through that you've overcome, and I would encourage you to take a look back, but with the intentionality of being thankful and being, almost having that fresh sense of awe and wonder at how good God has been to you. Yes, life has not been perfect. Yes, sometimes things haven't worked out, but even in the midst of things, you're in your right mind, and that in itself is an absolutely incredible thing. So guys, that's the encouragement for this week. It's okay to look back, but look back and be thankful. Look back and remind yourself as to how far you've come. And yes, there is definitely a way to go forward, but you are doing so well. So have a fantastic week. Don't forget to go and encourage somebody else, and God bless you really richly.